What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I kind of want to talk about the whole Kris Tyson situation and just give you guys my thoughts and everything. This is going to be a video where I expose everything and oh my gosh, you know, like he said this and that and whatever. There's already videos out there. There's already like 40-minute, 50-minute, 30-minute videos out there exposing everything. So if you want to know all the fine finite details, then I recommend checking out other channels. I just want to give you guys my thoughts and everything about it and just how sick it is at the end of the day, man. Just how sick and disappointing it really is to see somebody at this level working with the biggest YouTuber of all time, aka Mr. Beast, getting exposed like this. So to break the whole situation down, Kris Tyson for the past few days has been getting exposed for liking kids, having revenge corn on Janae McCurdy, the iCarly star. We all know who she is. If I put a picture, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but basically Kris Tyson was having revenge corn on her. There's also a thing where Kris Tyson was supporting a CP artist that drew Keemstar's kid. Now, if you guys don't know what CP means, do the math or just sound it in your head. CP, okay? Very, very nasty and disturbing stuff. And there's also multiple clips of him getting exposed for saying the N-word and stuff like that. Like, I feel like we already heard that, right? Because I remember when Kris Tyson first started transitioning and stuff, and people were making videos how it's going to be bad for the brand. People were already exposing Kris Tyson for saying N-words and saying the R-word, saying what happened to him, right? So I knew that was happening. Like, I knew that was that, but the fact that now it turned to this, right, where you're getting exposed for liking kids is insane. Now, how this basically started was people just started making exposing videos out of nowhere saying, okay, Kris Tyson, you know, did this and that. And basically, they just kind of ran on with it. And people started doing more research, more in depth, and it just got way worse than what it is. Now, there is a lot of people out there calling a lot of the big content creators like Pokimane, Valkyrie, and all them out because they basically were radio silent when all these were going on. And that is kind of true, man. I do want to kind of point that out because most of these big content, I have not been seeing anybody really talking about Kris Tyson at all these big YouTubers, big streamers, as they were when Dr. Disrespect. Because when Dr. Disrespect came out and said, yeah, I talked to kids, whatever, or he talked to a 17-year-old, people were going haywire. All the big content creators saying Dr. Disgusting, yuck, you know, all this nasty stuff. But Kris Tyson, all this is going on, and they're more focused on not only Kris Tyson himself, but they're more focused on the attack on a trans community. To be honest, this doesn't even have to do with, like, if you're trying to pivot this whole thing to the trans community, I feel like that's just so selfish of you, because Kris Tyson legit is a grown man, a grown dude, or a human, okay, man or woman, whatever, a grown adult texting minors. That's way bigger concern than the trans community. Listen, I understand the trans community does have a problem, whatever, and I have nothing against the trans community. But in this certain situation, we're talking about somebody that is he works for the biggest YouTuber. Like he's on the team of the biggest YouTuber in the world. Like, well, how are you going to point this whole situation on the attack of trans community rather than focus on Kris Tyson himself? I mean, this dude is working for Mr. Beast, whose channel is made mostly for kids. That is concerning. Okay, that is concerning. That's not something to mess around or just take lightly, okay? I saw Pokimane made a tweet about that and some others as well. It's like, why are you focused more on the trans community than Kris Tyson himself? You know what I'm saying? And I understand there are people out there that are saying that, oh, you know, the reason, like, I'll be surprised, you know, he's trans. Of course, all trans like kids. That's obviously not true, and that's immature for all of them. Not all trans people like kids, okay? That's obviously something that we all know at the end of the day. But I just find it kind of weird how more big creators were more focused on that than Kris Tyson himself. But after Kris Tyson came out with this whole apology and stuff like that I do want to talk about, and we are going to be reading right here, I definitely, like, you see more of them saying, okay, this is disgusting, disturbing, and stuff like that. So Kris Tyson, after all this exposing stuff coming around, he said, or she said, whatever you like to say, I would like to apologize for any of the past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended everybody. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. So basically, this kind of confirms everything. And then he or she, I'm just gonna say Kris Tyson, goes on and talks about how, okay, he's sorry of these bad jokes and stuff, that his old humor was not acceptable, and that from Lava GS himself, because that's like one of the minors that, so he was quote unquote texting. Basically, he kind of said that the everything is false, but then at the end of the day, like, the jokes, they were, I don't know, man, like, that one's kind of a, you know, that one's kind of a head scratcher, I guess you would say. And so basically, after that whole situation, man, yeah, Kris Tyson kind of confirms it, saying, I would like to apologize. Because think about it, if this wasn't actually true, he would or she would come out and say, okay, this is not true because of this and that. So it looks like it is true, man. Ava Kris Tyson, I'm honestly disappointed. I'm disgusted, okay, for these actions. Now, as I said, I'm not disgusted at you because you're trans, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm disgusted for these inconsiderate actions, especially since you have a child, all right? There's people online legitimately saying that Kris Tyson should not see the child anymore. Now, I think that's absolute crazy, but it's just such a crazy situation that you could argue both sides, man. I mean, honestly, you can't. I mean, I guess you can. It is a really sensitive topic to kind of talk about, and I feel like whatever opinion you give, people are going to disagree. But in my opinion, okay, I feel like I don't really know, man. Like, I'm trying to see this, and like, if I was the judge of this, like, will I give full custody to the mom after this one? I don't really know, man, but it is very just disgusting. It's very disturbing to see this type of stuff, and it's yet another big content creator liking children. I don't know what's up with these big content creators and liking kids, but it's not new, right? We've seen it again and again and again. It seems like every single month there's always a new content creator, new huge content creator getting exposed for texting minors and liking minors and stuff like that. And so a lot of people are saying Kris Tyson deserves jail time. I definitely do agree that Kris Tyson does deserve some type of punishment for this. I mean, you just can't go around texting minors thinking that nothing's going to happen. Also, the CP thing as well, which is really nasty, man. Like, this whole situation is just, as I said, disturbing, disgusting, and I mean, Kris Tyson leaving Mr. Beast, that was obviously going to come around. I wonder what Mr. Beast has to say about this. Mr. Beast has to come out and make a statement because there just ain't no freaking way, right? Like, there really isn't, ain't no freaking way. I really just hope for, I just really am disappointed, as I said, of Ava or Kris, whatever, as a lot of people look up, right? Like, keep in mind, guys, Kris Tyson, Ava Tyson was on the Kids Choice Awards meant for kids. Like, it gets even worse, with the Mr. Beast channel being for kids and stuff. So that's kind of what I kind of want to say about this whole situation, man. Just very disturbing, very disgusting, and downright just really just sad, man. At the end of the day, sad, but you can't blame nobody but himself. So it is what it is, man. He's not going to be on the Mr. Beast thing anymore, which I think is definitely deserved, right? Like, there's no way you could get away with this. And yet another big content creator just being exposed for liking kids, man. It's nothing new at this point. It's definitely something where it's getting more common than usual, which is just sad, man. Like, how does this even happen, right? Like, how can you even engage with these kids, man? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know what goes on in the mind of these people. But another day, another pedo just getting exposed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Diana. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new. Follow my socials and everything down in the description. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Kris Tyson situation. Do you guys agree with me, disagree with me? Definitely let me know. And yeah, it's very bad. It really is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Diana, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.